Yeah, but it's...
Welcome back to the
doable.
morning show on XL7 TV. It's time for This Week in Real Estate with Mr. Bob Zadora. Would you turn the valve down just a little bit, Bob?
Man, it's loud in here. It's loud. I couldn't hear you sitting over there. I couldn't hear you do the last segment at all.
And we didn't do it.
Oh, okay. You're just moving your lips.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was for lip syncing.
It's loud. Linda said they're getting heard out up on the bluff. It's an interesting time too.
Yeah.
So
all the lightning.
Covering, lightning and obviously
the little dog deal with
accompanying the bulldog. He barks no matter what. The cat, my little barn cat, she's a little skitsy.
Yeah.
I had to go find her. She was buried underneath my workbench, all the way in the back, and it's good. That's good.
It's been wet all week.
It has.
Probably not had many showings this week.
No, it was funny because I had one yesterday, and there was another sign just down the street from the one that I was showing these people, and it wasn't raining when we went into the first one. We came out of the first one, and I said, I didn't know that was for sale. I said, let's drive down there. I'll call and see if I can get us in there. Okay, fine. A couple 100 yards, and it starts. So by the time I get a hold of the guy and try to get the appointment set up, it's raining. So I call my client who's in the other car. I says, they said we can go in. I ain't getting out of this car. And so I said, okay, well, we'll see if we can set this up a little later. But
Yeah.
so it does. And you don't want people traipsing through people's houses either with the rain, and then that intentionally tracking the places up. But it's just the nature, you know. So it slows down a little bit when it's like this. People don't want to go out. We had some plans for this weekend, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea. I think we'll make other plans instead.
Yeah. Changes.
Yeah, you got to be flexible.
This is Arkansas. If you don't
Yes,
like
sir,
the
it
weather,
is.
hang around a
Hang
couple
on.
days.
Well, I mean, a week ago when Robin and were here, it was 80 degrees. We were sitting out on the deck, watching the world go by, having a cigar, and it was beautiful.
I didn't.
Now it's
mention
50 degrees yesterday. I was like,
and I didn't mention this during the weather, but Springfield weatherman yesterday said we could get a chance of snow on Sunday night.
I think it's farther north.
No, it's actually
it's within
bordering
there.
Baxter County.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
It's not going to stick around, but I have seen it snow here on May 5th.
Yeah. That could happen.
Yeah.
I don't.
Come to Arkansas. You'll see all 4 seasons, and you may see them all in the same month.
Well, yeah. Well, we just about have. April showers will come your way. They bring the flowers that bloom in May.
There you go.
See, I knew he'd like that.
That's the end of that.
The truth.
Keep it up. I've got a whole phone full.
But people be coming down the way the fishermen are all down here. God bless them, man. If they're going to be out, I heard that. I heard that yesterday. That many. That's a big number of people that are down here. It's going to help the economy. It's going to help the restaurants. It's going to help all the
Yeah, and it's a shame that this weather is here right now, and it definitely is going to interfere. I don't think they're going to get a lot of fishing done today.
Probably.
The diehards might.
Yeah. I mean, but the fishing itself isn't going to be very good anyway.
They just need to make sure they got a good bilge pump. It's hard as right now.
Oh yeah, I mean it's serious business. And they've been out. I'm sure they've come out and they pre-fish a little bit. Just
at the end of February, they're able to come and pre-fish.
Yeah.
And then there's a dry period, the shut-off period, where you can't come and inspect the lake. And then that's it.
But that doesn't mean they have spotters and things like that come out. Have Cousin Ed go out there and go work the lake for a couple of days.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know that.
Are you much of a fisherman?
We came down here with that in mind, and I have done so little fishing. I got the rods. I got I reline things every once in a while just to make myself feel better. But no, just
plans change.
They do. Make plans and God laughs, and you end up on a different path.
Yeah, plans.
I got the river right in front of me.
Be a little hard to cast off from your porch.
it wouldn't be hard to cast off. It'd be a little tough. They'd be all skinned and everything by the time you got them back up. They could do that.
That'd be cool. You could bring up a fillet. It'd be all right.
It'd be all fillet. Yeah. No, my idea of fillet is generally like McDonald's. That's usually good for a pop. I'm not a big
Gaston's.
eat. Which yeah, we were there. We went there last Sunday for brunch. It was good. Staff was real nice. Jason had never been there, so we figured, okay, it's time. Just see the things. Just take them in and
see the nostalgia.
See all the stuff that's in there. Yeah,
all the stuff.
It's cool. It is cool.
What's going on in the real estate world?
Market's still moving. Stuff that's coming up that's priced right and ready to go is going. It's still the case. There were 9 houses went under contract. 9 new houses went under contract this week. I mean, that's a big. Oh yeah. So people are interested. People are, they want to come here. They want to start to get their plans so they're ready for summer. The kids will be out of school actually pretty soon if you think about it.
Yeah.
So
Mountain Home's out middle of May.
Yeah, that's like really soon. So you got 6 weeks. School will be over. It doesn't. The northern schools run a little longer, but the parents will be out looking. They're online looking, seeing what's going on. Schools are a big, and people don't realize that what an important part schools are, whether you have children in them or not. One, you're paying property tax on them, so you're supporting them. But it's how it affects the community, how it sets the tone of the community. Our schools here, we're really blessed to have what we have. Mm-hmm. And I think that when parents come from other school districts and they see how things are here.
When you say schools, it's not just the Mountain Home School.
Oh no,
district.
yeah, right. It's all y'all that can hear me. Yeah, right.
And even up in Gainesville.
Sure.
Some of the smaller schools like Bakersfield or Dora, Missouri.
Sure.
We've got good schools surrounding us.
Sure, and depending upon the type of school you're looking for, because there's kids that live in Mountain Home that go to Cotter. Mm-hmm. There's kids that drive up to Norfolk. So there's a lot of opportunity for the type of education that you're looking for. Mm-hmm. You can do that here, and that makes a big difference. It has a difference in the community for the type of community that we are. It sounds kind of redundant, but these kids that go to these schools and the education that they get and the parental participation in the schools and helping the participating in that process, it makes for such a better community. The kids are squared away. We don't have, there's going to be some little instance here and there, but there's no real juvenile crime here. Mm-hmm. We just don't have that. And that's why, because of the schools, is why we don't have that. Because of the parental participation. It's kind of like the old days where the parents knew, little Tommy, I'm going to go tell your mom if you don't be straighten up. She sees you doing something wrong in Walmart, and when the neighbors come by and grab you and say, we do that. That's not the case in other places.
The days of old.
Yeah, but I'm not saying it's everyone, but there's enough of that feeling here that it settles everybody else down. So that's good. That's good, and it does affect the community.
Last week we failed to mention that the Z Team are award winners again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's talk about that.
We received a Centurion Award for the 6th, 7th time, and that's for productivity. We missed the presidents by about 4 surveys, and they were surveys that we couldn't get back. The one woman I don't use a computer. The other one, it was supposed to go to her daughter. That never got to us, and it was just people that don't know what to do with them. Some people never sent them back. It's just they weren't bad surveys. It was just we never got them back. And because of that, we didn't get our presidential award again. But, you keep moving forward and you keep helping people out no matter what. And like I said, well, you're not going to respond, so you don't know how to use a computer. We're not going to take care of you. You do what you do, and those are the people who need our help the most. because they don't have they're not computer literate. They don't know, what's going on from time to time. And jeepers.
Who are the members of the Z team?
Myself and Linda started it, 17 years ago, 18 years ago. And we have the legendary Reese Tubbs, Darlene Clark, my son Jason, obviously, and Sam McMaster. And we've had other people. We have Jordan Womack. We've had different agents that have come and gone, mostly getting them trained up, which is what I always wanted to do with the team. I wanted to turn out good agents because we felt that there was a need for that here, that not everybody gets everything they need from some of their brokerages. So that was what I wanted when I was Realtor of the Year a couple of years ago. That was kind of my mindset. That was going to be my legacy of sorts.
Let's take a look at your numbers.
This week in real estate. The lightning didn't kill everything here. Nope, internet's still up. This week in real estate, there were 53 new listings came on the market. 2 commercial properties, 16 parcels of land. 35 homes came on the market. They range in price from $105,000 to $1.2 million. Like I say, 9 of them are taking backups. There were 26 properties that sold. Commercial property, 5 parcels of land, 20 homes sold. They range in price from $600,000 to $27,000. Average sale price this week was $234,000 with 88 days on market. 21 properties expired. Thank you. There were 51 price changes. So it gives you an idea of how people are starting to be realistic with the market. If you want to sell, you need to go to the next phase of your life. You do have to be priced better. The interest rates they're down in the mid to low 6s for some. There's some that are down in the 5, some of the FHAs. That's with the point down, so you have to put some money down into the loan. But they have dropped some. Year to date, for 2025, there's been 233 homes have sold. The average sale price this year is $244,000 with 99 days on market. Last year, there had been 230 homes that sold with an average sale price of $238,000 with 90 days on market. So, like I said, we're still moving along. Stuff that's ready to go is going. You need to find out if your stuff is ready to go. Give my honey a call. She's at 870-405-0793. Check out the website, retiredtoarkansas.net. All the whole IDX is on there, so you got all of MLSs listed on there. Our listings, obviously, are featured on there. Jason's going out to do some drone work. Well, he was supposed to go tomorrow. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to have to put that off until Wednesday. But we're doing everything we can do to help get our listings going, and we put 3 places under contract. 3 of our listings went under contract this week.
It's a good deal.
Yes, sir, it is. Now we get them closed. Now the work begins.
Now you got to get them closed.
Now the work begins.
It's been This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zadora. 870-405-0793 is the number. Retiredtoarkansas.net is their website. Realtors you can recommend to your friend. They're busy, but never too busy to assist you. Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z Team. We'll be back with Friday Sports in just a moment.